A very good morning to my dear students. So today we are going to start yet another interesting topic, that is chatting on Gmail. Okay. So before this we have discussed about the instant messaging, and we have learned what are the applications that are providing us the instant messaging services like Google Talk. We have discussed in detail about the Google Talk, how we can create the account, how we can do the messaging, everything we have discussed here. Likewise, we can do the chatting over Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Windows Live Messenger, etc. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the chatting on Gmail. You all are in the senior class, so you must be having your one Gmail. So you must be having one Gmail account. Okay, so first of all, you just need to sign in with the Gmail account using your user ID and password. And if you are not having your Gmail account, then it is very necessary. It is very important to make an account over that. And if you don't know how to create account on Gmail, then you can ask me. Okay, but you should have a Gmail account. So first of all, you just have to sign in your Gmail account using your user ID and password. After that, once signed into Gmail account, a contact window will be displayed either on the left side or the right side within the browser. Okay, you can see the display here like this in this you will find here this green symbol. Okay, so on you just have to tap on this symbol. So you can click on the green symbol, you can tap it twice and your chat box will open. Okay, like this. So after tapping on the green symbol twice, your chat box will open and you can do the message. You can send the message right here. You can type the message and simultaneously you will get the response. Okay, so just I have explained the steps already. Now double click on the contact center. As I told you, a pop-up will appear like this. Now you can start typing the message you want to send. Next is the chatting on Yahoo. Okay, so the chatting on Gmail and Yahoo, they are similar, only one difference is there. The Yahoo account, what you have to do is, first again you need to sign in with the Yahoo account. For that also you should have a Yahoo user ID and password. So you need to create an account for this. If you don't have account, then create a new one. Once signed into Yahoo account, a contact window will be displayed either on the left side or the right side within the browser. These two steps are same as it was in the Gmail. Okay, now to chat with the friends, one should have a list of contacts. So this is basically the difference between chatting on Yahoo and chatting on Gmail. So in the Gmail, you are just using the Gmail addresses. By clicking on that address, you can chat with your friends. But in the Yahoo, you should have a list of the contacts available for you. If you don't have the list of the contacts, then you can add their Yahoo mail account to the contact list. Okay, by sending an invitation. And you can use you can use one other option also, that is, if someone would like to import their contacts from other sources such as Microsoft Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, etc., then they can use the import option. Okay, so you are basically having two options here to find the contacts. First is you can import the contact list. Okay, like you have the contacts on your Gmail, Hotmail or Outlook, so from there you can import the contacts and you can chat with your friends. Or you can do one other option, that is just use the Yahoo mail account and send the invitation to your friends and then connect with them. After that you can send the message. Okay, so these two, like chatting on Gmail and chatting on Yahoo, are similar. The dashboards will be similar. Like here, instead of Gmail you will get Yahoo, and the Yahoo also will get a green sign here. On double tap on by double tapping on the green sign, you will find a chat box like this, and then you can start your chatting. Okay, so these two simply are same, just third point is different, so just go through this. Okay, next is general rules and etiquettes to be followed while chatting. Okay, whether you are chatting on the WhatsApp, whether you are chatting on the Gmail, Yahoo, whatever it is, but there are some rules and etiquettes that you should follow while chatting. The first one is messages should be short and to the point. Okay, second is always introduce yourself by name if your screen name doesn't reflect it. And third is always ask if the other person has time to chat first. So likewise, I have mentioned all the points here, all the rules here. You just read all the points, and if you face any problem, then you can ask me. And this is actually a very important question. Twice or it already has been appeared in the 10th board exams. Next is the blogs. So first of all, we'll go through the definition. A blog is a discussion style site used by non-technical or technical users for creating personal web pages. Blogs are similar to an online personal diary. Okay, so everybody knows like what is the blogs. Okay, if you don't know, then I'll explain you and you can have a better idea. And this is not like you just have to learn it because this is a part of your syllabus, but also it gives you some general knowledge and some general information, because the nowadays the blogs concept is becoming very famous. And if you understand how to create a blog, this will definitely benefit you as well. Okay, so just understand it, and at the end of the session I'll give you an assessment that will include the creation of your own blog. Okay, so I'm saying it like it is a style site used by non-technical or technical users. Okay, so the blogs can be used by the technical person, like the person who is from the technical background, and the person who is not from the technical background, who don't know about any kind of languages, any kind of codes, etc., they can also create the blogs. Okay, and the blog is basically like an online personal diary. Okay, this is very important, online personal diary. Okay, so like yeah, if you somebody likes to cook, okay, somebody likes to travel, somebody likes to read different kinds of novels, somebody likes to dance, so everybody have their different kind of interest. So on the basis of the interest, they just start writing the blog, and this is like the personal diary. They are just creating their blog and they are posting it. Now next is you can use a blog to convey messages about events, announcements, news, reviews, etc. As I told you, this is just like your own personal diary, where you can share your knowledge, your messages, your events, your ideas, reviews, etc. Anything you can share over there. Okay, whatever you like. Blogs can be managed by two ways: online using a web browser, and this requires active internet connection. So you can create or manage the blogs. There are two ways: first is online and second is offline. If you want to create or manage it by online method, then you should have an active internet connection. Okay, and you can do it by using a web browser. Web browser means like Google Chrome, Mozilla, etc. Okay, we'll learn how you can create by using web browser afterwards. Second type is offline. Offline is by using a offline blog software to create content first and later publish the content. So you just have to download a software. Okay, you will have you will find a lot of blog software, so you can select any one. You just type free blog software in the URL, and you will get a lot. Okay, from that you can select any one. After downloading this software, you can write the content, and after that, whenever you find any internet connection, you can publish the content. So these two are the ways to create the blogs. Okay, now there are hundred of websites that offer blog services for free. Some of the popular blogs are these. Okay, so as I told you, there are two ways: online and offline. So if you're doing it by using online, so there are number of websites that provides the creation of the blogs, and the websites are these only. Okay, so first is the wordpress.com, blogger.com, blog.com. So on any on any one of these, on any one of them, on any one of these website, you can click and you can create your blog. Okay, my suggestion is, instead of going on the offline blog, you should create a blog online. That will be more easy for you. So just go on any one of the websites. We will learn to create blogs on the WordPress. So you also have to create a blog online, and on the end by using the website WordPress. Now creating a blog account using WordPress, we'll just going to understand the steps here. The first step is open the web browser. On the address bar type, you just type this URL. Now after completing this process, you should now get to a page with the fields blog address, username, password, email address and language. So you just have to put your blog address, whatever you want to put, you can type here, then your username, then password, email address and language. Okay, blog address is what you might be confusing, like username and password you have seen in the web, Facebook pages, in the Gmail, etc. But what is this? Basically blog addresses. So blog addresses, you must provide a unique address to your WordPress blog. This is the address which others will use to view your blog, and others will use that blog address to find you. Okay, next is username. You should choose a username for managing this blog. Okay, so this is just basically the username and password that you type when you are entering into your blog. Then password, securing your WordPress blog account with a strong password is important. Email address, you know, language, you know, you can choose any language here, English, Hindi, whatever you like. On doing so, you will be sent an email. After all the steps, link will be sent to your email. So you have to go in your Gmail account and then click on that link and then your WordPress blog will be activated. And now here you go. Okay, now to create a post, click new post and just add whatever you like, photos, videos, any text. You can share your ideas over here. Okay, now in the next okay in the next session, or within 1 or 2 days, I send you one more video, and by using that video, by taking that video reference, you can create your own blog. And this is your assessment also, so you have to be very serious about that. And these are your assessment. Explain the purpose of a blog. After that, these things we have already discussed, so this is your assessment. You have to answer these 3 questions, and the practical work is blog you have to create on any topic, whatever you like, you can create a blog. Okay, thank you, have a good day.